know you've lost the plot, really. But that's from Chris Rock's latest stand-up show.
Critical group of people ever.
And the most incompetent. Like, they don't know how the power grid works. They can't fix a car. They don't know anything. They're totally useless. They're parasites. And when given the chance to rule, they, like, wrecked.
Imagine being torn to shreds by a joke that never even aired. Meghan Markle didn't just dodge a punchline. She ignited a full-blown internet inferno by doing absolutely nothing. And when I say the memes did not miss, baby, they came armed and undefeated. It all started with silence. But not just any silence, the type that hits like a slap across the face. Ice cold, awkward, the kind of pause that sucks the air out of a room and makes every single person feel like something massive just went down.
When you've gone from South Park lampooning them to Chris Rock, I think the room's been lost a bit in mainstream America.
Yes, when people ask the question, but they love.
And right at the center of it, Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart stepped onto that BET Awards stage like it was built for him. Swag, dripping, confidence, radiating. He was untouchable, oozing charisma, and ready to unleash comedy chaos. First few minutes, he was killing it. People were screaming, clapping, nearly tossing their wigs on stage. He roasted rappers. He mocked reality stars. The crowd was living. Then he went off script. And that's where the entire mood shifted.
For next Netflix announcing the new shows about to come out, he's got this chat show. He's sort of describing what the show is like, that it's a little bit vague, but...
First up on his hit list, Diddy. And oh honey, Kevin did not hold back. He didn't just play, he slashed. The laughter that followed was nervous. That kind where people laughed but clutched their pearls like, oh God, did he just say that? And then, Kanye. That jab? Brutal. One guy in the front row visibly flinched. That's how hard Kevin went. You could almost hear Kanye's fans cracking their knuckles in real time.
Critical because this is in front of a whole lot of Netflix execs. He says, not since Harry and Meghan has...
But it was what came next, or didn't, that stole the show. Kevin glanced to the left. Just a flick of the eye. A smirk danced on his lips. The crowd leaned in. They knew what that look meant. He was about to drop the punchline of the night. The joke to end all jokes. And then, nothing. Yup, nothing. He did a full U-turn, swerved so hard he could have burned rubber on that stage. 1 second we're talking A-list drama. Next thing he's mumbling about hairlines. It was awkward. You could feel the discomfort through the screen. And then, out of nowhere, a single lonely boo. Just one. But my God, it cut like a knife. If you blinked, you missed it. But everyone in that room felt it.
To someone without a specific plan. Basically, that just shows what a laughingstock Harry and Meghan are in America. For this guy to...
People were whispering. Fans were buzzing. Was Kevin about to drop a bombshell and got stopped mid-breath? Enter Twitter detectives and TikTok lip readers. They started dissecting that pause like it was the Zapruder film. Slow-mo replays, lip-reading breakdowns, eye movement analysis, you name it. And what did they all point to? Meghan Markle. Yup, the Duchess herself. Word on the street, Kevin had a scorcher of a joke locked and loaded about Meghan. A line so savage it was allegedly pulled at the last second. We're talking royalty, wine, and rosé-colored delusions. Oof, if that ain't a cocktail of pure shade, what is? So who killed the joke? Some sources say BET's top dog stepped in. Can't blame them. Advertisers don't want to risk a full-blown Sussex scandal overshadowing their award night. But others? Oh, others say Meghan's team got wind of the joke and started working the phones like it was Wall Street. Whispers turned to roars, rumors of backroom deals, emergency calls. Kill the joke or else vibes. By now, we're not even asking, was there a joke? The real question is, what the hell were they hiding? And the tea keeps spilling. People backstage started murmuring. The Meghan line wasn't the only one cut. Kevin allegedly had an entire arsenal of savage jabs ready, but something or someone pulled the plug. Then came the moment. The glitch. That single boo again. Soft but sharp enough to make the entire room freeze. Live TV? Viewers barely noticed. But TikTok? Baby. TikTok went full Sherlock Holmes. Someone screen recorded the moment, zoomed in, slowed it down, analyzed every breath, every twitch, every flicker of Kevin's lips. Caption, what did they cut at 2:23? And just like that, the floodgates blew open. People started comparing rehearsal footage to the live broadcast. Guess what? They swore the Meghan line was in the rehearsal. So what changed? Speculation exploded. Was Kevin censored on stage? Did Meghan's team flash a cease and desist threat? Or, and I love this one, did someone in the front row give Kevin the look? You know the one, the don't even think about it death glare that made him abort mission mid-joke. By the time the credits rolled, Meghan Markle was trending, over a joke that never even aired. It was insane. And Hollywood? Oh, they smelled blood. Instagram gossip accounts started reposting clips with savage captions like, notice the smirk? Watch the pivot. Here comes the cover-up. Bet's official YouTube upload, the cut was gone. Scrubbed clean like a royal PR team with bleach. You'd never know the moment existed. But baby, the internet knew. And the internet never forgets. By morning, the #$ Heart versus Markle was everywhere. The single boo from the audience? Legendary. The missing joke? Iconic. And Meghan? She was trending for a punchline the world never even heard. Now that is power. Or is it fear? Because the rumor mill only got louder. Kevin's joke, according to insiders, was fire. Allegedly tested well in rehearsals. People were rolling. It was clean, clever, but sharp as hell. But when it came time to go live, suddenly everyone was scared. Too risky, too close to the bone. And that's when people started asking, who are they protecting? Meghan, the monarchy, or the entire house of cards? Let's get into it. Because honey, the moment BT clipped that footage from their official upload, they didn't bury the drama. They resurrected it. Fans noticed immediately. That smirk, that pause, that breath, gone. Wiped like it never happened. But the internet said, oh, you want to play games? Baby, they brought receipts. It wasn't about whether Kevin told the joke anymore. That was old news. The new obsession? Who pulled the strings? Who killed the punchline? Was it Meghan's PR army? Was it a frantic call from Montecito? Or was BET just trying to avoid another Meghan-related firestorm? And here's where it gets juicy. Fans claim to have seen unedited rehearsal footage. And guess what was allegedly in it? Yep, a joke about Meghan Markle. Sharp, biting, and wrapped in rosé-colored sarcasm. The exact line? Still a mystery. But rumor has it, Meghan's royal glow-up plus wine equals artificially aged and out of touch. Ouch. Then came the conspiracies. Was a cease and desist hovering over Kevin like a cloud? Did Meghan's lawyers make that last-minute call to the network saying, try it and we'll sue? Bet stayed silent. Meghan's camp? Silent. Kevin? Dead quiet. And that silence? Deafening. But TikTok? Oh, baby, it screamed. Edits exploded. Lip readers claimed they saw Kevin mouthing Meghan's name. Others created AI deep-faked versions of the joke, inserting imaginary lines like, Meghan's wine is just like her titles. Expired. Savage. Not real. But did anyone care? Nope. On social media, perception is reality. Uncensored Kevin started trending. And you already know TikTokers went wild, making their own unfiltered versions of the joke. One creator said, Meghan walked into Hollywood thinking she was Beyoncé. Turns out she's 2009 Jessica Simpson. Another, Harry gave up Buckingham for Beverly Hills. Now he's out here doing DoorDash for vibes. That wasn't even the worst of it. The edits? Brutal. The memes? Unrelenting. One had Kevin in a tinfoil hat with the caption, they don't want you to know. And when BET tried to do damage control by quietly removing more clips, it was like throwing gasoline on a bonfire. Fans clocked every deleted second, every shady cut. The harder BET tried to erase it, the bigger the scandal got. Comment sections turned into full-blown forums. Reddit threads popped off. TikTok detectives were sharing original live feed copies like they were smuggling top-secret files. People claimed their cousin's friend worked in the BET control room and saw Meghan's name on the teleprompter. Verified? Of course not. Believed? Absolutely. 3 seconds of silence had turned into the biggest gossip firestorm of the year. And then, like a grenade tossed into the middle of all of it, a former Spotify producer who worked with Meghan just casually dropped the BET clip online with one word, oops. No caption, no explanation, just that one savage syllable. And that was it. Internet lost its mind. Within minutes, oops was trending. Edits exploded. People were now stitching Kevin's awkward pause with Meghan's infamous Oprah interview. The caption? Here we go again. Now we're not just talking about a roast, we're talking about power. Is Meghan that powerful? Did she really get a joke pulled off live TV? Or was it BET's own panic over offending the Sussexes? Either way, the PR damage was done. Even celebs joined the chaos. One A-list pop diva liked the oops post and then unliked it 2 hours later. Too late. Screenshots were already viral. Gossip accounts jumped in, captioning it, she said what she said. Meanwhile, Meghan's camp? Scrambling. Allegedly, they spent the next 12 hours pushing feel-good headlines. Meghan champions girls' education. Meghan speaks on mental health. Meghan inspires women globally. All beautiful stories. But let's be real, nobody was buying it. The internet saw right through it. 2 years of watching Sussex PR strategies had trained them well. When Meghan trends for drama, there's always a pivot. One viral tweet summed it up. Meghan trends for a scandal. Suddenly she's saving the world again. Girl, stop. And then came the nuke. At a dimly lit comedy club in New York, a rising comic took the stage. Mike crackles. He leans in, smirks, and says, Meghan Markle's rosé pairs perfectly with public sympathy, both dry and artificially produced. Boom. The room erupted. People screamed, drinks spilled, someone yelled, too soon! A phone caught the moment, and that was it. Another clip, another wildfire. Suddenly, every comic in America had Meghan in their sights. LA open mics turned into Sussex roast battles. One club literally hosted Royal Rumble Comedy Night. The promo? No censorship, no titles, just tea. Kevin Hart? He didn't need to say a word anymore. Other comics were doing it for him. And Meghan? She wasn't even in the room to defend herself, which of course made it worse. Because here's the twist. Trying to erase a joke only made it stronger. That pause? It had mutated into a movement. Merch was already up online. Wine glasses that read Rosé Delusions. T-shirts that said, "Let Kevin speak." Stickers, memes, hashtags. It was everywhere. Meghan Markle, who didn't say a single word that night, had become the internet's punchline. The joke that never aired? It was now the most famous punchline of the year. And Kevin Hart? Still silent. No tweets. No Instagram stories. Nothing. And fans? They were loving it. One viral meme had Kevin's smirk with the caption, "Say less." Over 2 million likes. Meanwhile, Hollywood was spiraling. Podcasts were doing emergency episodes. Did Meghan just cancel free speech? Who killed Kevin's joke? Comedy's Cold War is here. Behind the scenes, total chaos. Comics were paranoid. Studios were nervous. Everyone was rewriting their sets. Nobody wanted to be the next Kevin. But also, nobody could resist the drama. Everyone was talking about it. By the end of the week, Meghan wasn't trending as a duchess or a philanthropist. She was trending as a punchline for a joke that never even aired. And here's the final gag. The punchline didn't have to be told. The joke was the silence, the cover-up, the panic, the edits, the chaos. Meghan didn't kill the joke. She made it louder.